Why does addiction relapse still happen? That was a question I was asked on a recent community panel. And I want to start by saying something I think is very important. And that is that people who suffer from addiction, they do recover and they become healthy. They rebuild relationships and they work and love and live fulfilling lives because, recovery is real when people get the right support and the right treatment. So relapse doesn't mean that someone is broken. It does not mean that they have failed. It means that they are dealing with a chronic medical condition that affects the brain. This whole thing of addiction is not, moral weakness. It is indeed a medical situation. When someone uses drugs or they drink alcohol too much, over time, the brain is affected in powerful ways. Neurotransmitters are altered. These neural pathways, they change. The brain's reward system gets hijacked, and the brain begins to prioritize or think more important this substance or this alcohol above anything else, above relationships. The brain trains it to think it more important than safety, than values, or even survival. And when the brain is injured this way, it doesn't heal overnight. It doesn't heal in a week. It doesn't heal in 2 weeks. The first step in this healing is removing the poison that has, affected the brain. That often means changing the environment because people cannot heal in the same place where they were using. And this is tough because they may have been using in their home. They may have been using with family members. They need distance from these triggers. They need structure. They need safety. They need a place where they can be, nurtured and supported. And that's why treatment settings and recovery housing matter so much. But here's the part that many people don't understand. And that is, even after the substance is removed, the brain still needs more time. These old addiction brain pathways, they don't disappear right away. They weaken slowly, and these new healthier brain pathways, they have to grow, and that takes repetition. It's almost like playing basketball and shooting the free throws. The brain and muscle connection requires that someone may take hundreds or thousands of shots to get better at shooting basketballs until it becomes automatic. Very similar in addiction recovery. Each healthy brain decision strengthens new circuits in the brain. Each day of sobriety, it helps, but this happens gradually. It may take months, and for some people, it may take years. And this is why some people can go to treatment for 2 to 4 weeks and they feel better, and then they relapse. Or people may have to go to a treatment program 6 to 7 times. It's not that their brain has failed, it's that their brain wasn't done healing yet. So when we think about short-term treatment, it can help stabilize the symptoms, but long-term recovery requires, ongoing support and time. Addiction recovery requires repetition, repeating new ways of thinking, repeating healthier behaviors, rehearsing how to cope with stress, practicing how to solve problems differently over and over again. And that repetition is how new thought patterns become automatic. This is why willpower is not enough alone. The brain needs help, rewiring itself. So at my practice, Modern Psychiatry and Wellness, we understand this. We provide a safe, nurturing environment. We give the people the tools they need. We give them time. We emphasize repetition because healing requires it. We offer medications when appropriate. We're able to provide treatment for hepatitis C. We provide mental health treatment. We integrate faith-based approaches when they're desired. We offer recovery housing. We support job coaching and life skills. And I said a lot of things, but these aren't extras. For most people, this is what's necessary. And most people need more than just one tool. They need, really comprehensive care. And above all, people need compassion. We don't see people as failures. We see people as injured and capable of healing. We're ready to love on people. We're ready to walk with them, and we're committed to providing what this medical condition truly requires. Because recovery is possible, healing is possible, and no one has to take that journey alone.